kitchen, and today we have our lovely
Michelle.
I'm sure most of you would have seen her on my stories on Instagram, and yeah, Michelle is a very lovely sister of mine, and today she's joining me in the kitchen. So today we'll be making keto spring rolls from scratch. So if you've been seeing everyone, a lot of people use the already made wraps like cut the carb and things like that, but yeah, today we'll be making it from scratch so you can learn how to make your own spring rolls. If you have an event, we all know we like to have those kind of chops and things like that. So yeah, that's what we'll be making today. And stay tuned if you want to see the process. Okay, let's get into the process of making our keto spring rolls. So for the filling of our spring rolls, we decided to use some minced meat. If you don't like meat, you can use any filling you prefer. You can use chicken, fish, or just veggies. And we have our green onions, our bell peppers chopped. I have a little bit of onion because Michelle doesn't like onions, which is why the onion is very, very tiny, but that's fine. And we have our olive oil for frying, because obviously every oil you use must be keto or low carb friendly. So yes, we'll be using olive oil. Then we'll be using some fish sauce, some soy sauce, some mixed herbs for the seasoning of the meat, our sesame oil. We have some rice vinegar as well, because we're making our own dip for the spring rolls. And then we have some spices here, some lemon pepper, some black pepper. You can feel free to season the meat in any other way that you like. So for the main deal, which is the wrap for the spring rolls, I would be using lupin flour, and this is the brand of lupin flour I use. So if you do not have this brand, you should be careful with the brand you get, because some of them tend to be bitter. And I'll be using my vital wheat gluten, and I'm experimenting using whey protein isolate today. So today we'll have two different types of wraps. I'll have one with just these ingredients here, and one with only the whey protein isolate. So yeah, let's get into the process. Okay, so we're going to go in with about 1 tablespoon of our olive oil. Okay? Yeah, that's totally fine, yes. And then we're going to put in the minced meat. Just allow this to just cook a bit on its own. Michelle is the chef of today.
My gosh, guys, no.
Chef Michelle.
This is Chef Keto Youngin, really, honestly.
Okay, so at this point, we'll just let the meat cook, and then we'll come back again to show you what it looks like. At this point, we'll be using our seasoning. This is black pepper I'm adding.
I guess you're just seasoning to your own
preference. Yeah, season to your own preference. Some cayenne pepper.
Guys, your keto chef doesn't like pepper.
I like pepper, but then it shouldn't be too much. Why should I be eating food and I'll be struggling? I'll eat food and
if it's not spicy, then what are you really doing? You have to taste that you're eating it, you know.
This is some Cajun spice, and I think you can just put a little bit of the fish sauce. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we'll use some fish sauce as well.
Enough, right?
That's fine. Yeah. And then some soy sauce. Yeah. No, soy sauce. Yeah. The green one.
Oh.
Yes. And then we'll be using some soy sauce as well. That's fine. Yes. And at this point, we can put in our veggies to simmer everything. Yeah, put in some onion powder as well. You can season it to however you want your filling to taste like. So we'll add our green peppers. So Michelle doesn't like onions.
You can add onion powder, you know.
So we add onion powder. So at this point, she's adding the green peppers or bell peppers, however you like to call it. I know some people call it bell peppers, some people call it green peppers.
It smells so good.
Mom,
I'm excited already.
it's not even ready. It's not even ready. So while this is just simmering in, we're going to go on to the base of our spring rolls, which is the wrap. So yeah, let's move to that. Okay, so to make the base for the spring rolls, I'll be using half a cup of lupin flour. If you don't have lupin flour, you can use almond flour. A lot of people use almond flour, but ever since I got to know about lupin flour, I just suddenly switched and started using almond flour. I started using lupin flour for everything I do. So half a cup of that, and then 2 tablespoons of vital wheat gluten. And if you didn't know, vital wheat gluten, don't be scared, it's not wheat, it's just the gluten. And that's what we need. It's just gluten, which is very much approved on keto. So yes, so that's 2 tablespoons of my vital wheat gluten, and I'm just going to mix all this together. At this point, you can add some salt, but I don't think I want my dough to have like a savory taste. I just want it to be plain, so just try your best to just mix everything, incorporate it nicely. And I have a 1/4 cup of warm water here. So with this, you just add it in bits. You don't want to do it together, I mean all at once. So just do it in bits and then mix it. So remember, you can always add more water, but you can't take out excess water, so it's easier to do it that way. And the thing about lupin flour is that it actually absorbs a lot of water, so sometimes you realize you'll end up even using more, but yeah, it's better to do it in bits. So, and at this point, I would go in to use my hand to, it's like I'm kneading it to be a dough, sort of. My hands are already washed, so it's safe for me to put my hand in. So at this point, I'm going to go in with my hand. So I just sprinkled some almond flour on the worktop, so it's easier for me to knead my dough together. And you just need to just make sure it's just kneading in nicely. And if it gets sticky, just sprinkle some more flour on it, that's it. And you'll have a very nice dough consistency. Yeah, just like that. It's not difficult, it's very, very easy. So yeah, as you can see, I'm picking up the excess flour just so it's easier for me to knead it. So at this point, I'm just going to roll it out so it's easier for me to have the pieces I'm going to use to make the spring rolls. You want to roll it out like a log, so each piece you tear is going to be you're going to flatten this out, so that, and that gives you an idea of how many rolls you end up having. If you want it bigger, you obviously have to divide it of a different size, but this is just having a medium size spring roll. So at this point, I'm going to be using my glass. Improvise. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use the glass as your rolling pin to roll out the dough. Or even, look, It's not that hard. You can just use your hand, but yeah, let's just use the glass to be on the safe side. Yeah. So at this point, like I said, you can improvise. I'm using a mark to roll out my dough. Pretty easy. You don't need to have everything in your kitchen to make a meal. Whatever you have, you can always make it work. So with this, you just have to be more gentle, because so we're going to be adding the filling and rolling our spring rolls. So just like that. We actually do have a lot of filling, you know. So to tuck this in, it can get tricky, but you just have to be careful. So what happens is that when you're frying, you fry with where the seam is first, so it seals up easily. Then you can turn it over. So at this point, you just tuck it in like this, and then you'll be frying it on each side just like this, then it's gonna firm up nicely. So that is one closed. You have another one here. So just press on it nicely, and then you fold and you tuck it in. Then you do the other side as well. At this point, I can add more filling because I should have some more space. Tuck, tuck. My green pepper is refusing to tuck in. And there we go. The frying would determine, if you're frying it nicely, it's going to come out with a very nice shape. But yeah, generally this is how to fill and roll your spring rolls. So we're going to heat up the oil now and get to the frying.
Okay guys, so here's the final product. Do you guys want to see up close?
Yes, show them.
But yes, we had so much fun making this, and we hope that it was easy for you guys to follow along with our video. And yeah, let us know in the comments how it went.
Like the video, share the video, comment.
And subscribe.
Subscribe, yes, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for?
Do you know what I mean?
Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.